rooftop. Ayy, 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 ayy. She give me dollars, shot the roof on and she give a call.
We got one life. There ain't no redos. This shit don't last 1,000 years. Those niggas live to what, 60, 70? That ain't a long time if you really think about it. Then by the time you start getting money and enjoying life, nigga, you can already live 20% of your life. And another 40% of your life, nigga, you gonna be old, so you ain't gonna really be able to do a lot of shit. So really only get 40% of life to really just live and have fun for real. You really think about it. Nigga, if you live to be 70, at least 25 of them years your ass sleep. So you really only living to be what, 45? 10 of them years you a child, so 35. Then you gotta think about the broke years where you really don't get to move around and really be who you are for real because you don't got the funds. So that's another 5, 10 years. So nigga, you really only got a real 20 years to really live your life for real. So all that bullshit don't really be worth it at the end of the day. None of it.
Everybody from my hood was laughing in my face and stuff like that. Like my own friends was laughing at me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna show y'all one day. And I accepted that.
I think I learned in life, you can never bring somebody up if they don't want to go up. You can't. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how much you want to tell them, you can help them. If they don't want to go up, there's nothing you can do. But the reverse is not true. Somebody bad could bring a good person down. They can. Because the negativity in the world is much, much stronger than the positive sometimes. And the negative people can bring you down. So I stay away from negative people. I just walk away from it.
I can't leave you with anything. I want to leave you with this. Hear me clearly when I say this. There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season. There are people who come in your life like boosters for a rocket. If you ever watch a rocket go into space, the boosters fall off when it reaches a certain altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. So don't be afraid when they fall off. They're not bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going.
What's the quote of the day?
The same boiling water that makes an egg turn hard will make a potato soft. So you need to dictate your environment and don't let the environment dictate you.
You get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, right? 12, say 12, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So you eat, recover, whatever. You get back out, you train, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8, right? And now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right? Those are 2 sessions. Right now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4. You go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? Relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4, right? And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. And by year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
I push it now on my shoulder. Flooding my chain and it Gucci. I don't want that girl, she moody. I'm basically saying I'm
Motivational quotes, Sports Edition. I see myself as the best footballer in the world. If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of. Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. LeBron James. I really think a champion is defined not by their wins, but how they can recover when they fall. Serena Williams. Never say never because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion. Michael Jordan.
I realized Garrett was right about one thing. I had flipped.
completely.
And there she was, holding hands with Bryce. My Bryce!
Less than 20 feet away from me was Julie. My Julie.
And there she was, holding hands with Bryce. My Bryce!
I don't... Why? I can't... Why are you still fighting? I have... What? I have... Speak up! I need to be the hero for them that you and I never had. That's not fair.
The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow.
The only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. Your body can stand almost anything. It's your mind that you have to convince. Sweat is just fat crying. Don't wish for a good body. Work for it.